Have you ever had anything that just pulled you away from your dream? Anything that literally you knew exactly what you needed to do, but you couldn't do because there's just this pull to either procrastinate or to watch films all day or to do whatever any way to procrastinate and not get the task done. That's what I want to talk about because literally yesterday, I spent the entire day watching films. It pulled me away, and I can feel this internal conflict inside me now. This one that's part of me that wants to progress towards my dreams, and then the other part that wants to pull me away from my dreams. Some of that I think is safety, and I've had a conversation about this on YouTube about safety. But I feel like part of it is more. I feel like it's almost like an attachment to us, almost like it's something. It's not ours. It's not anybody else's. It's just something else that wants to pull us away from our dreams. Something darker. Something that just doesn't want us to progress because it knows that if we carry on progressing, we're going to be able to start to change ourselves, and by changing ourselves, we actually change the world. And it doesn't want the world to change. So there's this deeper, darker thing inside which pulls us away. And that's something that I've started to realise that I can actually burn that away through dragon energy or other ways. But I just want to quickly talk about this inner conflict, which I feel like sometimes the pull is so strong, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. You can't push it away. You almost have to feel it, to go into it, to be able to see what's coming to me here, see where the kinks are, where you can seep through and do something else. Like a minute ago, I was just a late start this morning. I've just been doing my morning routine, and I could just feel this internal conflict between these two parts of me. But one part's not mine, one part's something else, almost like an entity or something like that, or an attachment. And yeah, I was just sitting there. I almost went and watched a film. Instead, I decided, what's one thing I can do right now to progress? And one thing I wanted to do was just to talk about this part of myself, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to say, it's nothing bad. It's just part of the human condition, I feel. I feel it's part of the human condition. It's part of the whole way that our whole construct of our lives is based around. And there's some darker elements that are hard to navigate. Even people who have been on the path for 10, 15, 20, 30 years get caught up by this energy, and can get caught up in that circle, in that loop, should I say. But it's that realization that, okay, realizing that you're in the loop, and then, okay, what is one thing I can do now to take me to progress? And even if you do that one thing and then stop, that's still progression. I had quite a few times recently. There's light on my face. Light in the dark. Oh, there we go. It's ironic, isn't it? Ironic. But Ladybird's been coming to me the last few days. For me, Ladybird represents slowing down and doing one thing. So literally slowing ourselves right down and then doing the one thing that you can do right now. If you're focusing on, perhaps you've got a website that you need to create, or you've got a marathon coming up, or anything. If you get focused on everything at the end, or all these different tasks, you're going to find it easy to bypass and not be able to stop yourself from procrastinating very easily. And so, yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like it's a shorter message today. I feel like sometimes shorter ones are better. But I feel like this was such an important message that people need to hear, that they're not alone. You know, there's even myself, I struggle with this in a big. So let's change the words. I notice this part of me quite frequently, but it's the choices that I make that make the difference. And if I get caught up in all the commotion and all the stuff and I go and procrastinate, so what? Start again. Start again next day, or start again next hour, start again next 10 minutes. It's all about keep going, keep trying, keep doing it. And eventually, it's going to become a new habit where we just do things. And one great tip I can tell you is to bring in the fire dragon. Set an intention, bring in the fire dragon. And this is how I do it. I do a couple of spins up there, a couple of spins here, click, and then I see a whirlwind of fire around me that burn everything away. That is one of the best things. So yeah, that is my tip, or my whatever's come to me today.